Ever since the 1950s, when batteries became portable, batteries have become such a huge part of everything we do in life. But how do batteries really store electricity long term? To know that, you first need to know what a battery really looks like. On the inside of a battery, several components work together to hold an electrical charge. Inside this battery, one that we use on our first robotics team, there are 6 cells. Cells are the parts of a battery that store energy long term. To achieve this, they're made up of alternating plates of lead and lead oxide. To trigger either the intake of energy into the battery or the discharge of energy, the cells are submerged in a solution of sulfuric acid called the electrolyte. This component of a battery is essential, as when the battery is plugged in, it triggers a chemical reaction called a reduction-oxidation reaction. The last part of the battery I'm going to talk about is the terminals on a battery. The most outward parts of the battery that are used to connect the battery to the rest of the circuit. On these batteries here, and on most you will encounter in life, the positive and negative terminals are shown through the color red and the color black, or a plus and minus sign. Inside these terminals are electrodes, either receiving or discharging electrons, creating the function of a battery. With this, the negative electrode is where the electrons emerge and is called the cathode. Alternatively, the positive electrode is the electrode that receives the electron and is called the anode. To see the voltage stored in this battery, I'm going to use this tool called a battery beak, which plugs into the connector on a battery. This little tool reads both the voltage and the current of a battery as well as its ohms. Reading the lines on this battery beak, there are 3 values represented here, as I said before. There's the voltage, the current, and the ohms. And these are all important to the battery. So now I'm going to kind of go into what those 3 values are and how they interact. For a battery, current refers to the flow of electrons in an electrical circuit and to the amount of electricity flowing through the circuit. This unit is measured in amperes. Other than current, the battery beak also measures the voltage and the ohms in batteries. Voltage is an essential measure of potential energy, or the force that makes electrons flow, and is measured in volts, while an ohm is a measurement of resistance between 2 points on a conductor. All these different measurements work together to describe the battery by showing how many volts are stored in the cells, how much internal resistance the battery has, and the rate at which electrical charge flows through the circuit when the battery is connected.